Okay, we're up to the 1998 NFL draft. So this is another famous draft class. There's a back and forth between who was going to go number one overall and pretty famous number one pick, overall pick. Always, these NFL teams started always seemingly should have been, or maybe it's more of a modern thing, but at some point they started looking towards, quarterbacks in the top picks. And here we go with another quarterback taking our number one overall. Indianapolis Colts took Peyton Manning, quarterback from Tennessee, Hall of Fame career, five-time MVP, amazing regular season, two-time Super Bowl champ. Went to Super Bowl four times and twice won. Considered top five, top for sure, top five or top 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time. You're in the top 100 players, NFL players, so you're definitely in that list. Amazing career. Thank you, Peyton Manning. San Diego Chargers, Ryan Leaf, quarterback, Washington State. Pretty much known as one of the top draft busts of all time, although, I would debate that. I think there's some other draft busts that are actually bigger bust than him. But we're not going to get into that too much because I don't want this to be too negative. Ryan Leaf has gone through enough. He doesn't need me to pile on, and he's gotten himself a career. So good job, Ryan Leaf, for getting out of the on the other side. Number three, Arizona Cardinals, Andre Wadsworth, defensive end, Florida State. Oakland Raiders taking Charles Woodson, defensive back, Michigan, one of the greatest defensive backs of all time. Heisman Trophy winner. I believe you're the only Heisman Trophy winner from defense ever. That's possible. Maybe there was one other in all of college history, college football history, but NFL Hall of Famer. Amazing, amazing, amazing career. Considered one of the greatest defensive backs all time. Five, Chicago Bears, Curtis Enos, running back, Penn State. St. Louis Rams, Grant Wolfstrom, defensive end, Nebraska. New Orleans Saints at number seven with Kyle Turley, tackle, San Diego State. Dallas Cowboys, Greg Ellis, defensive end, North Carolina. Jacksonville Jaguars, Fred Taylor, running back, Florida State. I think a very underrated running back. Amazing career. I think I don't know, basically because you weren't Emmitt Smith. I'm not sure. He's had some, I think, some durability issues. I believe you're over 10,000 yards. So I think, underrated. Baltimore Ravens, Dwayne Starks, defensive back, University of Miami, Florida. Philadelphia Eagles at number 11, Trey Thomas, tackle, Florida State. Number 12, Atlanta Falcons, Keith Brooking, linebacker for Georgia Tech. Cincinnati Bengals at number 13, Takeo Spikes, linebacker, Auburn. Carolina Panthers, Jason Peter, defensive tackle, Nebraska. Seattle Seahawks, Anthony Simmons at linebacker from Clemson. The number 16, Tennessee Oilers, Kevin Dyson, wide receiver, Utah. I believe you're the one who caught the pass and almost scored that touchdown, the 99 Super Bowl that came like a yard or two short. Cincinnati Bengals, Brian Simmons, linebacker, North Carolina. New England Patriots, Robert Edwards, running back, Georgia. At number 19, Green Bay Packers, Vonnie Holliday, defensive tackle, North Carolina. Detroit Lions, Terry Fair, defensive back, Tennessee. Detroit Lions had not the greatest draft classes first round, at least in the 80s and 90s. Wow. Okay, number 21. Whoa. Minnesota Vikings with Randy Moss, wide receiver for Marshall. Second greatest wide receiver of all time. Some people put him over Jerry Rice, which I'm not going to do that. But obviously, I mean, top 100 player of all time. Amazing. It's called being mossed. Everybody knows speed, size, deep ball threat. Nobody like you could track the ball like nobody else. Um, got to one Super Bowl, some of the greatest catches Minnesota Vikings history. Just throw it deep. Randy Moss would catch it. Had the career year with Tom Brady in the undefeated regular season with the Patriots. Thank you, Randy Moss. Amazing career, great sports personality. And I love hearing you talk about the position. New England Patriots, Tabucky Jones. Excuse me. Defensive back, Syracuse. 23, Oakland Raiders. Mo Collins, tackle, Florida. New York Giants, Sean Williams, defensive back, UCLA. Jacksonville Jaguars with Donovan Darius, defensive back, Syracuse. Excuse me. Defensive Pittsburgh Steelers, Alan Fankia, guard, Louisiana State. Now, of course, I don't know much about the interior linemen unless you happen to make it to the Hall of Fame, which is very difficult in general. Kansas City Chiefs, Victor Riley, tackle, Auburn. 28, San Francisco 49ers, R.W. McQuarters, defensive back, Oklahoma State. Miami Dolphins at 29, John Avery, running back, Mississippi. 30, Denver Broncos, Marcus Nash, wide receiver, Tennessee. 31, Oakland Raiders, so at least 2 picks in the first round. Leon Bender, defensive tackle, Washington State. 32, Indianapolis Colts, so he had 2 picks in the first round. Jerome Pathon, wide receiver, Washington, trying to find a wide receiver for Peyton Manning. And there is your 1998, NFL draft. So, of course, Peyton Manning, Charles Woodson, Hall of Famers. Randy Moss, Hall of Famer. So it's 3 in the first round. Again, that seems to be our average, I believe. And amazing careers for those of you who were mentioned out loud. Mentioned with the applause and incredible. Thank you for your service to the NFL and to making the NFL watchable.